Howdy, it's Rick from Tipping Goat with Super Slam Dunk Touchdown. Not quite the beta. This is maybe version 0.999. I don't know. There's a few little things I want to fix, but I do want to get this out in beta because we're going to launch soon. So check it out. We've got a mouse pointer. We've got new UI. You can use the mouse in the UI. You can use the keyboard and joystick in the UI. It all should work. And we've got the X input support in there for the Steam controller. And we've got an all-new controller configuration screen. You can also use the keys of the stick, and you can use the mouse as well. We also have a dead zone, configurable dead zone. What that means is how far you have to push the stick before it starts registering as a directional input. Though in layman's terms, if you're letting go of the stick and finding your character is aiming in the wrong direction when you let go, it may be that your stick is a little too sensitive, and you want to increase the dead zone to solve that problem. We also have configurable keys. You can configure the directional keys, you can configure all the action buttons. You can also assign these buttons to mouse buttons as well, because keyboard controls are now keyboard or mouse controls. Well, not and or, but and. The mouse part's optional, that's what I meant to say. Okay, so let's jump right in. Again, new menus, hooray, hooray. And this is also mouseable, so all the UI stuff in configuring a match, you can use a mouse, keyboard, or joystick as per usual. Let's get into practice mode though, because I want to show off the mouse aiming. So basically you're going to hold down the shot button on the mouse, and then you can aim the shot in any direction with the mouse. So you get that analog aiming without having to own a gamepad. So for instance, I've got the hockey guy here, I hold down the button, now I can just drag the mouse in any direction, and he'll aim wherever I pull it. So I can pull the mouse like left to right, I can go quick motions like that, I can kind of fine tune it a little bit, and I can totally miss the goal. Let's try that again. And I also got the turbo button mapped on there, so that's real handy to use as a right click, I think. And I believe one of the other buttons, yeah, that's mapped as pass. So you put all the buttons on the mouse if you want. Now, if you do want to play with keyboard controls, you don't care about the mouse, that still works as it always did. Totally ignores the mouse if you're not using it. So the choice is yours. Now, we used to have multiple keyboard layouts that you could play with. I don't know that a lot of people use that feature, so in interest of simplicity and getting customizable keyboard controls out quickly, we're back down to one. So that's practice mode. Let's try to get through a game with this new mouse and keyboard control. So as I said, we can customize the match and everything. Just want to make sure let's do just a quick match. Put all the balls in, and that's fine. And let's up the difficulty a little bit, and let's control the ball carrier too. Okay, so we're gonna play. Now, unfortunately, you can't use the mouse yet to position these CPU tokens. That would definitely be a handy feature, but that's not in the game just yet. Might not be in for the beta. Again, I have to prioritize, what I think is most important. And I do plan on supporting the game post-launch, not just with fixes like that, but also with full-fledged season mode. And oh my gosh, we have this great new art and a new font for the transition. Hooray, hooray. Okay, so Mr. Soccer Man and Mr. Football Guy are fighting against basketball and hockey. Better lose that ball. Give me that. Whoa. Oh, one danger with playing with the mouse on debug mode here is I can click things that I'm not supposed to. I gotta be careful with that. Okay, give me the ball. So I'm not in the habit of aiming with the mouse. Gotta like train myself. Okay, I did a little bit too high there. Oh, there it is. So yeah, it's possible to beat the computer with the mouse and keyboard controls, which it should be. This is a PC game, so you gotta support the mouse. I would not recommend playing this with like a touchpad, but maybe a trackball might be strange to play with. You have your Sega Sports Action trackball. Remember that for the Master System? They had that some kind of sports. It wasn't a stick, it was like a sports trackball. They were ahead of their time. Oh, look at that. Could only do that with the precision of analog controls. So I think Keyboard and Mouse is a success. And that's about all I have to show off. I know it's not a whole lot, but we do have some new slam dunk art that's been put in the game. We're going to get some, that new transition art and some new fans, the backers who paid a little extra to get themselves in the crowd. We're going to get new artwork for that. So thanks for watching and stay tuned for the beta.